name's Meg Linton. I'm the author of the book Watch Your Language. Now, unfortunately, my furry friend won't be coming with me over to New Zealand, but I'll be sharing in Cromwell, March the 13th, one of my social media, big tech, and our self-talk workshops. If you're a parent, a carer, or maybe you're a teacher that works with kids in schools, I highly recommend taking the time to come and have a conversation, an interactive, playful but informative workshop on how big tech, our phones, devices, and especially social media is not only reshaping our bodies and our shoulders and closing us off, but it's affecting the state of our autonomic nervous systems and ultimately affecting our self-talk. This, of course, then results in the behaviors, the actions, and the addictions that we're seeing stemming in our young people today. In 2012 to 2013, there was a 67% increase in suicides in 12 to 17-year-old females alone, and the boys weren't far behind. So you can see this makes me pretty emotional speaking about this, and I'm so passionate that we can now choose to do something about it. Big tech has been conditioning us for so many years, and now with such an easy device such as a watch on our wrist, we're receiving notifications left, right, and center. It won't be long before we are fully hooked into these devices for good, and we won't know the difference between what's real, right, and what's not real when they bring in virtual reality. We humans need to do something about this now. The schools that I visit over here, the kids know that it doesn't help them. They know that it escalates their feelings of anxiety or depression and lowers their self-worth. They understand that there's a problem, but we need to know ways in which we can do something about it. And that takes us as humans to start to understand what's going on with our nervous system, what our bodies are trying to tell us, and then what we can start to do as humans to start to say no and bring it back to who we really are. We're all so aware of how much time social media can take for every single one of us, as to how many hours it takes in a day for our young kids. That's up to 8 and 9 hours, which is sapping our energy from putting it back into ourselves and the ones we love. So what we're seeing as a result of that is kids and teens that are landing into not only like their fight-flight path of their autonomic nervous system, spinal sympathetic, but they're becoming burnt out and overloaded and overwhelmed. And what we're seeing is our kids and teens are living in free state, dissociated and numb. They're not able to access kind and loving thoughts towards themselves, and their behaviors, actions, and dialogue matches the same. We are stronger than any device will ever be because we have this brain. It's up to us to understand it, to learn how to use this body, to listen to what it's trying to tell us, and to now do something about it. So if you are in New Zealand, you're a teacher, you're a parent, you're a carer, or you look after kids or teenagers that have a phone or device, and you're noticing that is affecting not only their nervous system, but the state of their self-talk, then I invite you to join me in Cromwell, New Zealand on March the 13th, 7 p.m. It's going to be an amazing night. It will be playful and interactive, but sharing a topic that is so important if anyone in your family owns a device. Again, my name's Meg. I look forward to sharing with you in New Zealand on the 13th. And if you'd like to know a little bit more about how you can pay attention to your own body and tune in so that you can watch your language, then I invite you to jump over to my Instagram page, which is I am Meg Linton, or over to my website, watchyourlanguage.com.